We're now going to move on to a subject that how crises can make marketing matter more than ever. From victims to victory, Allie Pino, Head of Sales UK for Vertis Media, is going to give us her presentation. Thank you.
Hi there, everyone. Hi, thanks for the introduction. I'm so excited to be here. This is my third MadFest now, and the most unusual one, I have to say. So I'm the UK Sales Director for Vertis Media, and we're a company that delivers contextual and reader-respectful ads. The title is a bit dramatic, so from victims to victory, how a crisis can make marketing matter more than ever. But I know 5 people now who've either been made redundant or who've lost their jobs this week, and they all worked in the marketing sector. I guess I know more people in the marketing sector than any other, but it still seemed like quite a high number to me. So I did some research and found out that the first cuts in a crisis are normally in marketing. And this is probably the case now more than ever. So why is this, and why marketing? Obviously, the pandemic has meant that we've all had to adapt to a new way of working in a very short space of time. And as always, marketing budgets have been the first place companies have gone to try to save money. However, I'm hoping the next few minutes will show you that the message companies need to hear is not less marketing, but different marketing. Of course, convincing the CEO of a firm to try something new against a backdrop of uncertainty is a tough sell. Or is it? Successful businesses exploit chaos, and they do this by thinking differently. After all, consumers are now thinking differently, and therefore so should marketeers. So let's think about the worker now. Gone is the commute to work. So also gone is the staring at billboards, the picking up of a free newspaper, the adverts coming through the car speakers in rush hour. All those opportunities to advertise are diminishing. Now, advertising needs to be smarter, less aggressive, but crucially, more useful and of value. One size does not fit all. So if we have a look at IKEA, with whom we work with all year round, you can see how their brand message adapted to these turbulent times through native and contextual advertising. Following their change in communication, their e-commerce went up by 60%. So why was that? Is it just because people are on their laptops, tablets, and smartphones more? Perhaps. But crucially, native and contextual advertising makes sure that the right eyeballs are seeing the right content at the right time. So if we think of the office worker who's been asked to work from home, they'll most likely do some research on how to improve their home office, or perhaps how to assemble one from scratch. So they search for an article detailing this, and there is IKEA, offering solutions to a problem the person is researching within the very article that the person is reading. So not a generic banner ad at the top of an irrelevant website, but targeted to the very people who need to see it at the very time they're searching for it, the right place at the right time. Speed was of the essence for these campaigns at the start of lockdown, and the great thing is here that you can repurpose content you already have, and can you imagine, IKEA has tons of it. IKEA's messaging resonated with people because it still reflected its values, adapting to what your situation is and making the best of it, promoting a type of space that can allow a sense of togetherness even through difficult times. So we all know that where digital used to be a supplementary activity, it's now coming to completely substitute face-to-face interaction when users buy goods and services. Plus, this shift to online is looking like it's permanent, and stats were pointing to this trend becoming a reality in any case. We are simply fast-forwarding because of what's happening around the world right now. With everyone putting all their digital eggs in one basket, there's going to be more necessity to place the emphasis on brand. So how things look and feel, the tone, and perhaps these are things that were not considered to be necessarily as relevant before. So the challenge today and for the future is that as a marketeer, it's about making sure that you're able to promote the growth of a digital-first mindset and make it flourish. And as a brand, it's about investing in those people, your marketeers. So just to finish off, it could be worth trying a type of advertising as part of a marketing plan, which can boost your brand in a way that makes it relevant and of value to the people who consequently will stay loyal a lot longer. It's definitely a step in the right direction in terms of growth. So here's what worked for us. Definitely create authentic content and respond to customer needs by creating, and repurposing real content. Reach your consumers with relevant, engaging, and timely content and ads on platforms that are most aligned with your brand values. If you're not sure what your brand values are, no problem. Well, obviously it is a problem, but it's not one that doesn't have a solution. You can go back to the drawing board and really get to the bottom of what the brand stands for and work onwards and upwards from there. And then be flexible. Given the historical moment we're experiencing, flexibility is everything. So be ready to adapt quickly in order to react to changes that are happening, and sometimes on a daily basis. Thanks very much for listening.
Hey, Allie, thank you so much, and it's great to see you as well. How are you doing?
I'm all right, thank you.
You're very.
Good.
I love.
I'm hiding away. It's a little bit dark, Mary. I'm hiding away because my children are back from school, and they're just let loose in the rest of the flat. So yeah,
we're not going to see one popping up behind you any moment now.
Or maybe well do.
May well do. Well, that's the whole thing about lockdown Mark 2, right? We've got to. I mean, but you're very optimistic, and your enthusiasm and your positivity is coming out of that screen at us, which is you need to know that and get that feedback.
Thank you so much.
It's great to hear you. I think I've been asking a lot of our presenters today, because we haven't got a lot of time. It's just a very simple question, which is, what's been the key learning that you've had out of this period of time? I mean, obviously staying positive and optimistic, that's a pretty clear from what you were just saying. But is there anything that you want to share with our audience about, which has been inspirational or has come to the forefront of your mind?
Yeah, sure. I mean, for the brands we work with, as well as for us as a team, it's been improving the way we communicate. It's been really difficult, not meeting face to face. It's been a challenge. So we've really found different ways of communicating, showing our solidarity and showing support. And we also appreciate the brands who have done this in turn. So it's not an easy time, but I'm really sure we'll get through this.
I'm absolutely confident we will too. Great to see you, and lovely to see your beautiful smile.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Allie. Thank you.